Nice long guys marching through here. Let's hit it. Yeah.
Not really. It was basically work, work, work the whole time. I did get taken into Crossbell City during what time off I did have, but I can't say I felt very comfortable there.
I'm sure. Indeed. That must have been more painful than anything.
To the people of Crossbell, we Erebonians are aggressors. I could hardly imagine they would welcome us with open arms.
That doesn't sound like it'd stop Lecter from living it up over there, though.
He did take me to a casino once, actually. He won so much, he might as well have been cheating.
Shocking. It always feels like people who like gambling really like it, huh?
So, does anyone have anything planned for our free day? Remember, it's the very last one, so make it count. We wouldn't want to end the day with any regrets.
True enough. Although, I wonder if I'd end the day regretting that it has to end in the first place if we made it too much fun.
I've got so much that I want to do, I'm not sure where to start. I know I want to attend practice, at least. Oh, same. I've got to go taste test some new dishes for the cooking club, plus Kirsch's has a new menu up, and...
How many stomachs do you have?
Will you be helping the student council tomorrow, Rean?
That's the plan. It sounds like Toa will finish handing all her work over to the others today, but they're bound to be busy. So I thought it'd be nice to take some of it off their hands, whether they like it or not.
Ah, Rean, ever the reliable gopher.
That's a very you response.
If there's anything we can help with, let us know, okay?
Well, I guess I'd better get going. I could go straight to the student council room, but it's my first time back in over a month, so it would be nice to take a walk. Maybe I should go and see how Valamar's doing too.
Rean.
Huh? I thought you were going to the gymnasium.
My apologies. I do intend to go. I just wanted to spend a little time with you first. It feels like it's been a long time since we last had the chance. So,
You don't even realize how cute you are sometimes, do you?
I feel like I've grown more selfish ever since I met you.
And I don't mind at all. Having you in my arms again is everything I could ask for.
Rean.
Long, but the two of them were happy to simply pass the time together. When the time came part ways, they said their goodbyes outside the classroom. There's an hour for you can walk around for your A. You can change your character's costume by Didn't think anyone expected the troll clouds to come in to show what I think. Hardly what I do also. Rean, alright, that's piercing, okay. Rosie in here. Those are offering. No. Yeah, I know what I know what you got. Hurricanes. There have been a couple of right at the group's starting has been grave injury and it's in the process of our asses. The place pretty serious, for God's sake. I wonder how he'd react if I told him that I actually ran into her and far too. I probably shouldn't tell him about the whole fine thing. I can hardly believe it happened myself. Throw some outside, Francis. What you work? I wonder what happened after his death, and he left. What a mystery. Showing the military director, I want a career that gives me a chance to show people great music and where better start training in the military. And put my skill up in the academy could use. You're showing the strength of the music and just in the military now. I just have to make sure I put the skills to good use. Or how Alan did get factory help. I guess try feeling love for him. So you don't care about that, I think so. I'll try. Especially you must have started getting on, so cute. Yeah, we did a lot of work together. We did. I received an offer from the Sumerian Railroad Corporation. That's where I'll be working on graduation. I'm going to be introduced to something like called a buffet card, certain trains apparently, and I won't help with it. I certainly didn't see myself working for a train company, but traveling the country, trying new dishes sounds like a dream. You can chance to see how this nation is shifting from a variety of places too. After Rean Schwarzer, let me give you my blank congratulations, career work over in Bravo. Those break my heart that you have a heavy burden should fall to a student such as yourself. Of a bastard, I was one who chose to accept the cross-bellion government's quest after all. Besides, it wouldn't do me any good to run away from this. The role I've been given is difficult, but I'll see you through the end. I ended up meeting some interesting people over there. There are no regrets. I'm sure your days will be full of hardships. Sure to lose sight of yourself, facing. That's all I can do. Thank you, sir. General projected my spirit back then when I was in the army. As such, I'm planning on granting you a bit of additional sentences. There's something wrong, soldier? Oh, no. I almost tried the person connecting you something. Now that time to start asking. Yeah. 654. It's all about sending you. Yeah, you know how tough this gets, especially for you kids. Got more than enough in my hands with just one set of lessons, but you guys just had to have your own, didn't you? I'm sure some of us work. You really can't thank you enough for doing all this, Ken. Well, whatever. Now, our current work goes ahead, but I'm sure it'll be upgraded to a migrating when a year rolls well. No spoiler part of that damn building over there. That's one supposed to house Batman and all those soldads. Your army asked the academy to build it, didn't they? Yeah. Ass isn't really the right word though, and it's not the first time they make those comic shows too. They even made me help with it since I worked on that Tachi. Just finished up a few days before you came back across, but didn't know that. They haven't given us any sort of to put in there yet, but it's probably just a matter of time. They're gonna be as common as Battlefield tanks soon enough. Yeah, it's kind of scary to think how much that changed in everybody already since the end of the war. It was probably only the beginning. That's life. Nobody say the same. Just don't spend any time worrying about the future that you about the future that you forget about what's happening in your life right now. Basically, don't fret about the future of Airborne. When you've got your own shit to deal with, like next week's test, I'm sure stay extra for this one. Maybe I'll stop by that building and pay Valmar a visit later. The Empire stance is more. Your police must flee. From word to Marguerite that knows that we were engaged first, like I didn't have a story. Okay. I owe nearly much to riding clubs here as I do our class. I thought they were second years. Shouldn't they be second years already? At my time at Thor's, like, this is weird. They should already be second years. My time at Thor's wouldn't have been nearly as interesting if I hadn't joined. I consider myself lucky to have done so. I have to do that. Still, Rean, from what I understand, my brother owes you a love for what you've done during your stay in Crossville. I wouldn't say that. If I was there, I saw the extent of his political skills over and over, and well, I feel like I only know just how much he's capable of. In both ways, good and bad, I assume. I thought I knew him just like I thought I knew my father, but in the end, they were both strangers to me. Sorry, Eustace. Well, enough about me. I just wish we could have seen his duty as one of the academy's directors through the end. Yeah, that's all. Here, hectic, sure. Okay. Feel Eustace is the right person's job. Am I supposed to now? Next year. I have my heart set on joining Imperial Cavalry after graduation. We have never changed time, so that only makes it more important for me to just chart everyone's path as a multiple answers besides the brought me opportunities to put my authority to use. Let's learn in Civil War too. Why did I come close when you asked? I suppose it was used to influence and that of a dearly part fellow second year. I go toward the prayer, but I guess I've got all British part here, thank you. These aren't my laurels. To rest on a good boyfriend aims higher to make sure he can always keep his girlfriend safe. I'd never be able to find equal terms without Bridget there scoring me from the start. No worries. No worries. I get where you come from. Oh, it's you, Schwarzer. Is it true you're going to help the student councils again tomorrow? I would imagine when your position would take the opportunity to rest, but I suppose that's just your way. For better or worse, that's just how I am. How are things back home, by the way? I heard things are still kind of chaotic over the several million problems. So it seems. It's here to keep my father busy. Celestine will be returning home to help him, so I imagine he'll be able to stay on top of things, but, what is it to you how my family's faring? Don't you worry about having enough as well? I have no shortage of scores to settle with you. I'd appreciate it if you got back to being your old self. Otherwise, I'll end up speeding ahead of you before you know it coming, so I think I'll keep that in mind. Instead of going home with a great way, I plan on going on a little journey. Plenty of my options. This one's a well-built rest. Here's to get my source to contain me. If nothing else, it should be a little friendship. I decided to ask Loggins to join me as well, so let's see how he replies. And race the girls are pacing their. The race we expecting next year, of course. The true joy is you just try on race the first day you're swimming. People are water. Shit. Alright, Lord, sexy motherfucking.
Oh,
Hey there, Rean.
Looks like someone's done with class for the day.
yep, just got out. Wait, is that?
Yep, Angie's brand new bike.
We started building it for you, but then we had a change of heart. I just couldn't tear you away from your current ride after you'd grown so attached.
Now I feel bad, considering I pretty much did just that to you. Your new one's got a pretty cool design, though.
Don't get too jealous. Specs are pretty much the same as yours. Well, before Angie tunes it up and adds her custom gear for distance riding, that is.
But distance riding would mean... You're planning on going off on some big journey, aren't you?
10 points to Rean. I just felt like it was time for me to go out and see the world for myself. My martial arts teacher did the same thing once, so I'm sure it'll be a valuable experience for me. The plan for now is to travel through the entirety of Zemuria.
That's not a very specific plan, and a pretty sizable journey.
You can say that again. I've no idea where she finds the energy.
Oh, really now? Your plan to visit the continent's most famous engineering factories is pretty much exactly the same thing.
You really think so?
I take it you'll be leaving Erebonia for a while too, George?
Seems that way. First stop's the Burl and ZCF. Always wanted to see it. After that, I got my heart set on a trip to the Epstein Foundation over in Le Mans State. While I'm at it, I think it'd be nice to pay a visit to the Verne Company in Calvert, too.
Will you even be able to get into Calvert at this point?
Hey, I didn't say it'd be easy, but I think I can pull some strings. The real reason for this trip is to figure out what I can do as an engineer to help smooth over our international relations. Meeting the continent's finest engineers and discussing things with them should really help get the ball rolling on that.
You've thought that far ahead. That's really admirable. I hope you can find a way to make that happen. Even though I feel kind of hypocritical saying that, as someone who participated in the war.
Don't beat yourself up over it, Rean.
You have nothing to be ashamed of. That was your only option, given the way the Chancellor set things up. Your actions actually helped us avoid an even longer, more brutal war.
But
Angie's right. You played a role that no one else could have. Just think, if things kept going the way they were going, we could have been at war with all of Crosspell. I don't even want to imagine the number of lives that would have been lost if you hadn't stepped in the way you did.
Of course, us telling you whether or not you should feel guilty doesn't matter. It all comes down to you facing your own feelings over what you did. But there's one thing we'd like you to remember as you do. You're not alone, Rean. You've got friends who understand why you did what you did.
sometimes I wonder how I was lucky enough to get such good ones. Thanks, you guys. This really helps.
Don't mention it. On a completely different note, why don't you pay Valimar a visit while you're here? We spared no expense making sure he'd be nice and cozy in there.
I think I will. But not to discredit your coziness efforts or anything, but he seems fine no matter where I leave him.
Well, aren't you a sweet chevalier? Maybe I'll check in on him in a bit too.
That was interesting.
Hey, Valimar. How you holding up?
Relatively comfortably. My ability to self-repair means that maintenance is not mandatory, but I expect it will increase my operating efficiency.
Glad to hear it. This is going to be our new home base for the time being, so you can get in as much maintenance as you need. I'm gonna need you a lot in the days ahead, Valimar.
I will strive to meet your expectations.
Something wrong?
Not as such. I thought I sensed something unusual, but it must have been my imagination.
You really are getting to be scarily human these days, you know? What was it you sensed, though? A person?
I am unsure. It may have simply been a fluctuation in the earth veins below us. Similar fluctuations are hardly abnormal.
Well, if you don't think it's anything worth worrying about, I'll try and put it out of my mind. If you sense anything strange in the future, though, let me know, okay? You can tell me... telepathically was the word, right?
Indeed. I shall use it to inform you should I sense anything is amiss.
It's Sachi, alright. Yeah. Oh, you motherfucker. Ah, I took my fucking... Hey, man, come on. If you're on returning instantly, you're going to sign up. Imagine how on far took news. We'll see you talk to him. Oh, yes. You're a liar. What the fuck? Yes. How many watch you get? I think it's the only way. So I'm gonna start reading a lot. Okay, so this is Imperial Chronicle, last one. Imperial Chronicle issue 7. Newsflash: congratulations on the Crossbell's ending section. Or Rufus Alvarez, best known as a man who led the airborne forces which moved on Crossbell, became the first Governor General of Crossbell during a ceremony held at Orcus Tower, which will henceforth be the territory's new central government. Alvarez swore to work towards a stable society and build a new government, one completely different from those that came before. His speech was met with cheering and thunderous applause. Universal rejoicing in Crossbell. There wasn't a frown to be seen in Crossbell City today, but citizens unanimously overjoyed to be incorporated into the airborne empire. It's like a dream come true, said a 23-year-old woman. Others were more reserved in this celebration, happy to join the Empire, but remorseful for Crossbell's actions. We must have caused the airborne people a lot of stress, limiting one self-employed man I spoke to. It seems the annexation has brought about a new era of self-awareness for the people of a newly declared territory, Brigadier of Airborne. Crossbell has long prospered as a result of having one of the largest merchant cities on the continent, and inclusion to the Empire should only grant greater prosperity. Wasting no time after returning to his position, Chancellor Osborne announced on the same day as annexation that he would introduce new policies to support the territory's economic growth. Governor General Rufus Alvarado looked more than happy to hear the news, and two capped off the meeting with an enthusiastic handshake to rapturous applause. Any stations of Crossville is bound to bring about a bright future for the people of Airborne, and we here at Imperial Chronicle are united in supporting its future development. Economy. Crossbell sparks economic turnaround. Ever since the annexation of Crossbell, national economic indicators have been on the rise. There are several contributing factors, of course, including Imperial Governor Carl Reagan's announcement that Heimdall has returned to normalcy, and large corporations like the Reinfeldt Group are resuming their exports. But many cite Crossbell as a turning point. Some analysts argue that pre-war economy has already been surpassed. Furthermore, the capital is likely to see a massive influx of tax revenue from Crossbell, which many economic analysts predict will lead to unprecedented levels of prosperity. One economic pundit commented, with Crossbell under its wing, Airborne's economy is likely to reach greater heights than ever before. It wouldn't be hyperbole to call Airborne as stands a superpower. The astronaut overwhelms the Republican Army. Rean Schwarzer, the hero who brought Civil War to an end, still has a few tricks up his sleeve, which he proved by single-handedly repelling the Republican Army. The 18-year-old Mr. Schwarzer, when he's 18, is a student at a prestigious military academy, as well as the only person capable of piloting the cutting-edge Action 9. Its achievements quickly drew the eye of the armed forces, and one high-ranking Army staff member even says that they are considering giving him special treatment upon graduation to hasten his path to become a military officer. Shit, I gotta read that shit again. That's crazy, man. That's crazy. So basically, like, this achievements quickly drew the eye of the armed forces, and one high-ranking Army staff member even says that they are considering giving him special treatment upon graduation to hasten his path to become a military officer. That makes sense. This young man's future seems exceptionally bright, but the military has been doing what it can to keep his light hidden. Nearly all information on him and his whereabouts is classified. Interviews with him are strictly prohibited. Politics. Special meeting of the Provincial Council. Another meeting of the Provincial Council is planned for the end of this month. Marquise Wagner, Marquise High Arms, and Crossbell Governor General Lord Rufus Alvarado are all set to attend. The meeting will deal with the aftermath of the war and treatment of Duke Cayenne and Duke Alvarado, with both of whose questioning what has now formally begun. The council has said that they will also issue a statement regarding the ongoing confusion and orders, where a splitting group of Noble Alliance forces continue to enforce its rules. Many have taken this as a sign that they may bring this situation to an end. Life. Let's get to the new year. Let's get the new year to a good start. 1204 had its share of ups and downs. 1205 sounding here, and the start of a new year is always a good chance to put the past behind and start afresh. So here are a few tips for welcoming a new year in a positive way and work towards making it a good one. 1. Sort your belongings. This is a great opportunity to throw away all the unneeded clutter building up around you. Don't forget to get some cleaning in either. 2. Set at least one new goal for yourself to achieve in the year ahead. Having goals makes you feel more positive. 3. Be sure to give back to the people who helped you last year. Why not send them a card? That's sure to leave a positive impression. 4. Last but not least, be sure to get plenty of rest. Last year's Civil War took an exhausting toll on all of us. So much so that a large number of people in the capital claim to have witnessed collective hallucination. Get those thoughts out of your head and start off the year healthy while sleeping well and sleeping often. Yeah. So, yeah, it's a media cover-up about what really happened. Yeah, now I'm going to show you guys a secret that you and I have known. I'm going to talk to these guys. Oh, hello, Rean. First thing, I'd be more than happy to sort trouble. Thanks for offering, but I gotta be right. I've got Moxie and my support system keeping me on the ball. If that offer extends next year, though, I'll be sure to be taking you up on it. By means of this world, be careful, okay? Let's see, big part. Okay, so basically, Schwarzer Thomas is the second in command of the church, Grossritter, or whatever the fuck it's called. Do not underestimate him, okay? Not at all. He actually has Rosine's squire, and he knows a lot about the shit relating to the events. And yeah, that's why in fact the Conan report, it just requires, I looked it up just now, and it requires a second playthrough, which I'm not going to go through. I'm not going through the second playthrough, but he's got the black records available and shit. Yeah, it's called Black Records. I am not doing a second play for this shit, so I'm just gonna go read to you guys, okay? Yeah, I don't know why they made this shit. Fuck you. Okay. So here's what is this? Black Records 1, the gods of creation. Before the 17th calendar, in the beginning, there were two great gods. One boasted unrivaled courage, the other unparalleled fortitude. They descended from the heavens with their kin, and it was upon the dark land below that they first met. Calamity. Their opposing natures incompatible, the two were drawn irresistibly into battle, and this began a struggle that shook the heaven and earth. The goddess and the spirits' laments were for naught, as the land quaked, the skies were torn asunder, and the god's kin could only tremble in fear. After what seemed like eternity, their clash came to an end, but it was an end of mutual defeat. Their power spent, the empty shells of two celestial titans were flung into the farthest reaches of the dark land, and all that remained were terrible. Their kin and the great power. Let me see if she's still trying to read something. Black Raider is a black dragon. The Dark Dragon, 371 17 calendar. 200 years after Heimdall was first founded, Rean rose on monstrous wings from the depths of the earth. Its name was Zora Arguga, the Dark Dragon, a living creature of terrible power. It spread in my eyes and felt the capital turned Heimdall into a city of the dead. But the horrors did not end there. The evil dragon desecrated the corpses of the fallen, taking control of their bodies and used them to attack those who remained alive, further increasing the legions of the dead. The emperor at the time, Astorius II, was forced to flee the city with what remained of his household and citizens. Together they retreated south and formed a new capital in the land of Saint Arc. For 100 years, the bane of Heimdall went unchallenged, so Hector I, the 7th emperor of Erebor, resolved to capture the city. Time had proved an ally to the beast, however, and the dragon influence had spread over the surrounding area like a plague. Undaunted, Hector I led an army of brave knights into the necropolis in an attempt to free it. But though their hearts were steadfast, their arrival was met by legions of powerful fiends, and their efforts seemed doomed to end in failure. It was then that Hector I had a fateful encounter with none other than the great Vermilion knight Testarossa. The knight recognized Hector as his master, and bolstered by its immense power and countless weapons, the emperor moved once again on a city and to decide to encounter with the Dark Dragon. The battle shook the city to its core, and at the end, the Vermilion knight was victorious. The scourge of Vermilion and the Dark Dragon was defeated. However, the prize victory was steep. The corrupted blood that flowed from the dragon claimed Hector's life and defiled the even night itself, placing a curse upon it. The noble Testarossa became the Crimson Calamity, a demon with 1,000 weapons that only reacts to the blood of Honor family, a destructive force and part of the Dark Dragon that, should control of it ever be lost, would threaten the world and all who live in it. It was sealed deep underground, never intended again to see the light of day. Meanwhile, a new city rose from the ashes of the old, and people once again began to gather in Heimdall, and that was when the Vermilion capital that endures this day was first built. Okay. Black Records War of the Lions begins. The War of the Lions begins in the year 947. In the year 947, the Emperor Valius V passed away. His death heralded the beginning of the largest scale civil war in Erebonian history. Valius V was a ruler with a somewhat debaucherous reputation and said to have had countless wives and concubines. To further complicate the matter of succession, many of those wives came from prestigious nobles' families, all of whom began competing for power and wanting their offspring to take the throne. Within days of Valius V's death, Crown Prince Manfred, the son of the first wife, was assassinated by an unknown party. Following the death of the Crown Prince, the fourth prince and the son of the first emperor, Valius' secondary wives, Prince Orfthro, seized the capital by force. Once in control, he declared himself the new emperor and began purging all of those who dare oppose him. The coup set off a succession of counterclaims, and 3 other princes also named themselves to be the new emperor. Backed by the powerful noble families of their mothers, the competing princes ignited a bloody 5-year-long civil war, and thus the war of the lines began. It's kind of like the Tudor roles, like kind of real life in Game of Thrones as well, I think. The dragons, some. At first, the princes' armies were largely equal in terms of strength. It wasn't until Orpheus, who would later become known as the false emperor, revived the being that had long been sealed under the sea, that the balance of power shifted. Tessa Ross, the legendary Vermilion Knight, now tainted by the blood of Zoro Agruga, saw the light of day once more. With his unmatched strength under his control, Orpheus decimated his greatest competition in one fell swoop, and the 5th prince Gunnar was defeated. It seemed inevitable that the armies of the other princes would share the same fate. It was at this pivotal point that the war took another yet unexpected turn. This unexpected development came in the form of another great knight, the Palatinate Knight. The famed champion was acquired by Prince Lucius, the 6th and youngest of the feuding brothers. And with his power, he was able to defeat the army of the brilliant strategist, 2nd Prince Albert. Victorious and backed by the knight's power, Prince Lucius was poised to challenge Orpheus. Prince Gunnar and Albert's armies, however, were not completely wiped out, and decided to join forces with one another in order to oppose the other princes. It was thus that the war became one fought by 3 separate groups: Prince Orpheus with the Vermilion Knight, Prince Lucius with the Palatinate Knight, and Princes Gunnar and Albert, who had no knight but compensated with their sheer numbers. The war lines had raged for 2 years now, and the chaos only worsens by the day. Everyone seemed fated to fall in ruin and darkness, fitting perhaps for a nation that takes its name from Erebos. Erebos. I gotta look at what Erebos means. Back record. Dracos takes up arms. Dracos takes up arms, year 949. A young man laid up on a grassy plain, enjoying a nap in a peaceful setting. Before long, however, his rest was interrupted by the arrival of a second young man on horseback. The youth wore the trappings of a knight, and his expression was deathly serious. His armor bore many rents and scratches, and his left arm was bound and a blade bandaged. The first young man had not seen him in several years, but a cheerful reunion did not seem to be his purpose. "You were right after all," the second man said gravely. "At this rate, the Empire days are numbered." At this, the first young man rose from the grass. He was none other than the 3rd prince of the Erebonia, of the Erebonian Empire, Prince Dracos. As a man with no claim to a throne due to his commoner mother and shunned by other highborn princes, Dracos had long since left Erebonia behind, wandering from place to place and willing away his days. 3 years prior, he had reached the land of Nord, where he had remained ever since. No left his own devices since childhood. His nature was noble, and he was quickly accepted by the people of Nord and lived peacefully among them. But while he had left his homeland, he had not truly abandoned it in his heart. During his wanderings, his mother had passed away, but while she lived, she had told him something that would remain with him for the rest of his days. The blood flowing through you will not allow you to turn your back on the Empire's suffering. Prince Dracos had turned those words over in his head again and again. What could a powerless vagrant like himself truly do? The knight's arrival, however, signified 2 things: that the war continued to worsen, and the Erebonia was on a certain path to ruination. His mother was probably correct. Hearing the knight's words, he decided that enough was enough. He could no longer ignore the pain of his countrymen no longer. That knight, incidentally, was called Roland. He was a childhood friend of Dracos and was his confidant. He was the man who Dracos had left in charge of things in his place before leaving the country. Prince Dracos set about preparing to depart, but before he could finish, he was met by several of the tall knights of Nord. Their cross-shaped spears in hand, they too were close friends of Dracos, and they volunteered to accompany him and Roland, hearing that 2 men alone would not stand a chance. The next morning, the prince departed the village, a mere 17 men under his command. They bade farewell to the people of the settlement, and his elder wished him well. "May the winds and gods be with you," he blessed them. "Fortune favors you all." And that's the 4th one. Here's the last one. Backward, war comes to an end. Year 952. Prince Dracos' opponents were the armies of the 4th Prince Orpheus and his Vermilion Knight, 6th Prince Lucius and his Palatinate Knight, and the combined forces of the remaining princes, Gunnar and Albert, who had a legion of magical golems under their control. Wow. Yet it was he, the illegitimate son of a commoner and late comer to the war, who emerged triumphant. His victory did not come without loss, however. During His return to Erebona, Roland fell in battle. Not long after that, however, he met a woman who would change his destiny forever. That woman was none other than a daughter of Count Sandlot, who hailed from the lakeside town of Graham. Her charismatic personality and imperial skills to lance earned her the leadership of a band of knights known as the Eisenritter, and moniker Lance made her name was Leanne Sandlot. Prince Dracos and Leanne Sandlot may have come from wildly different backgrounds, but their concern for the innocent victims of the war united them in the purpose to bring an end to bloodshed, and it was those shared feelings that made them join forces. And two of them, along with the warriors of Nord, and the Eisenritter, and all the other peoples of the nation whose hearts they moved, liberate one town after another, and were eventually successful in persuading even Prince Lucius, owner of the Platinum Knight, to fight for their cause. At the same time, however, the false emperor schemed to elevate the cursed Vermilion Knight to even greater power to God, and thus the Vermilion Apocalypse was created. The demonic god emerged in Heimdall alongside a monstrous castle and vanquished the approaching armies of Albert and Gunnar in a single battle. Their end was anything but conventional, however. They were simply erased from existence. Shit. Even the Platinum Knight could not contend with such a foe and was felled. And as it dismayed all who challenged the false emperor, countless crimson spirit veins spread out from the castle, saving the very life from the capital citizens, as well as those in the surrounding area. The feat seemed all but inevitable. Prince Dracos, the Lanceman, and their followers, but they all refused to give up. Following the guidance of a kindly witch, they were led to a great night which slumbered on the outskirts of Heimdall. After coming to trial, they were able to claim the Ashen Knight and its power. With it in hand, and along with their many supporters in the army of Prince Lucius, they marched on the capital for the final time, eventually making their way to the castle at the center. 3 years later, on the 4th of July, 952, like 4th of July in America, pretty British, the castle vanished from existence and the city was liberated. There goes the end of the Black Records. And Cold School, and here's how I'm reading from the Wiccan of Cold Steel 2. They're on a new game plus exclusive quest, and 2, he asked Rean to find the Black Records. Upon having Thomas decipher these, discover the Black Records containing the unabridged version of the War of the Lions. Thomas Sander. Okay, got the glasses. Completing this quest unlocks a special scene on the rooftop of Thor's military academy, where Thomas creates a so-called partition, which creates a room separated of the actual time-space continuum, to have a talk with Rean and Rosine. There he reveals his identity as the second dominion of the Schwarzer, and he reintroduces Rosine as a squire because Rean is the awakener of Valmar, a fragment of great power. Thomas asks Rean for his cooperation. After partition resolves and Rean leaves the rooftop of Class 7, Thomas comments to Rosine that Rean's assistance is needed in uncovering Erebona's 2 sectarians and the secrets of the Divine Knights system fashioned by the Hexen clan and gnomes. He also revealed that he and Rosine are in charge of Eastern Erebona, while Barkhorn takes care of Western Erebona. Okay, so Barkhorn's in on it too, the guy who trained guys. So that's the information for you guys here. It's a lot of fucking bullshit, I'll tell you that. A lot of shit, like, it's like a lot. But yeah, this guy, he's a Schwarzer. Don't let him deceive you, Instructor Thomas. Yeah, I do wonder what's in here. In the door for yaoi boys love books. Yeah, I'll graduate. Well, let's go research Sal's room. Guess he can sign Barrel Medical Club some clothes. Oh, strange. Oh. He's gonna work Orphidelia, okay. Oh, sure, man. Yeah. There's definitely someone in there, so there's no response. Oh, I know. Excuse me, I'm coming in.
Yep, I knew it. No wonder she fell asleep. She must have been really busy getting everything sorted out for the spring. Makes me remember finding her like this over in the computer room. Oh, right. I probably shouldn't look too much or she'll get mad when she wakes up.
Angie. George. Rean? What are you doing in my room? Wait, this is the student council room. I must have fallen asleep.
Sorry for coming in without permission. I did knock, though.
Don't worry about it. It's my fault for dozing off like this. Why do you always have to keep finding me like that? I hope you weren't looking at me while I was sleeping again.
I did try to look as little as possible.
Well, if you say so. Is something the matter? You're not looking too well.
No, I'm fine. Maybe the light streaming in through the window is making me look off color? I feel fine, really.
Come with me.
What's this all about?
I know that you're a boy and all, and I do think that you've grown a lot during your year here. No, I probably shouldn't even call you a boy anymore. You're a grown man now. But that doesn't mean you always have to stand and endure everything life throws your way. Okay? If it gets too much, it's alright to sit down and let it all out. Whether you're a boy or a grown man doesn't change that. It's okay, Rean.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I promised I'd bring him back. I promised I'd make him graduate with you. But I couldn't do it.
It's okay. You did everything you could. You made sure he knew how we all felt. And you let all of us know how he really felt too. So, don't get so worked up about it. Okay?
I'm sorry. I didn't want anyone to see me like that.
Well, I guess we're even then. Not like I jump for joy every time you catch me sleeping.
Have you finished getting everything ready for the next student council now, by the way?
Yep, my days of being president are almost done. The first years taking over are really smart, though. I barely had to teach a thing in the end.
Still, it must have been hard work getting through it all. You're going on a tour of various NGOs after graduation, right?
Yep. The plan's to take a year to visit NGOs in lots of different fields. Politics, economics, engineering, medicine. After that, I'm not sure what I want to do. I'll probably join either the army or something related to the government, I suppose.
Well, I'm pretty sure they'd both love to have you. There's no chance either one would say no to you. Especially since taking a year off hasn't made them any less determined to recruit you. After all you did with commanding the courageous, it's no wonder you're so in demand.
I don't know. I don't think I did anything special, really. Still, I feel like it'd be best in the long run for me to see the world from a variety of different perspectives. I don't know what path I'll choose, but I want to step onto it with a firm decision on how things should be. I think that's the best thing I can do for this country's future. Maybe I'm being a little overdramatic there, though.
Not at all. After how much you've done for this academy, I can only imagine how much you could do for this country. Just try not to overwork yourself, okay? We're with you all the way, but we will always worry, you know?
Thanks. Oh, I almost forgot. What was it that made you come here? I mean, I'm happy you did, but...
Oh, I'd completely forgotten too. I just came to ask if there was anything I could do to help tomorrow, seeing as it's another free day.
But... You've only just come back. And besides, tomorrow's your...
That's all the more reason I want to spend tomorrow's free day the same way I spent all of the others. It wouldn't feel like our final free day is Class 7 if it were any different.
Well, if you say so. Okay. I do have a few things in mind, so I'll just drop them into your mailbox in the dorm like I always do. And thanks for offering.
Rean. Hey guys, you can expect to run into you. Yeah, crazy coincidence, huh? Are you heading back to dormitory too? Yeah, that was the idea. Why don't we all head back together then? So I think the flowers they start to bloom. Yeah, I know you said earlier that they'd be boom boom in a week, but I'm thinking now it'll be closer to the end of the month personally. This time for a welcoming ceremony. New students will be able to begin their academic lives here surrounded by Lino projects that we did. How wonderful. You've all known each other since your first day here, right? That's right, nobody else started path with her like you did. But back then, I never could have imagined we'd get along this well. We got off to a rock start. You're telling me, especially Maki's and Useless. For what it's worth, I do regret the way I behaved back then. It's not exactly something I'm terribly proud of, like the way Emma's and Laura's hits kind of bounce, especially Emma's. I don't think nothing of it. Immaturity makes fools of even the best of us at times. Thanks. Hold on. What exactly that expression? You were exactly staying on a moral high ground either. I wouldn't have had as much reason to behave the way you did if you didn't have kept looking down your nose at me. Did you not hear me say the best of us? It was hell on all of us at the time, but it's a fond memory now. Just should have been what's headed. I suppose the same could be said about your and Rean's little incident at the start of the year, couldn't it? You had to bring it up, didn't you? I should have seen this coming. Oh, well, this is my favorite. Tell me. Well, don't you dare. She's the last person you need to know. First day really was full of surprises. I can't imagine too many teachers welcoming their students by dropping them through a hole in the floor. Even without having to fight a gargoyle on the way out, that's a pretty memorable start to a school year. Her all proved to be quite an opponent too. I'll say when we finally managed to pull together and defeat it, she just casually drops in like nothing happened. It's like she was lying in wait the whole time, watching, waiting for her chance to strike. That's exactly what she was doing. Still, it's awesome as usual. It was that usually as it was, that was how our class began. Pretty sure it's burned into all our memories at this point. Fuck you, bitch. How could it not be? I have no doubt about that. Even so, I'm sure it's one of the memories that I'll share with decades in the future. Now you got me all jealous. Now it's my turn to do something crazy and make some super memorable memories too. Don't you there? I dread to imagine what she's thinking. Something crazy. Oh no, hopefully, I don't know, what are you going to do for dinner tonight? I don't really plan on getting some of our characters, but if anyone has any better ideas, I think it may be a good idea to make something for ourselves. If we divide up the work between us, I'm sure our meal will have a quite a bit brighter too. That does sound nice. My cooking skills are in a bit of danger of getting rusty. No objections here. Well, unless anyone has what they need already, I think it's time to split up. We probably got a lot to buy.
Won't be necessary.
Ooh, Sharon.
Huh?
Sharon?
What reason could you possibly have for being here? The chairman gave me her permission to return to my former position as your dormitory's caretaker, which means I am here to serve you all once more. There may only be a short time left until the end of the year, but I'll make sure you want for nothing during it. I've already started preparing your evening meal, so there's no need to go out and buy anything.
Oh, well, how about that?
I'm fine with this.
We will gladly accept your offer.
Sharon's cooking's better than whatever grub we could rustle up together anyway.
How do you manage to get permission from Mother in the first place, though? Weren't you helping to rebuild the Rhineford group? I thought the company was getting so many orders in, it was struggling to keep up. Now that Master Gwyn has returned to the company, everything is back in order. He and the chairman have been speeding through one task after another since he got back.
Amazing. Absolutely amazing.
So the former and current chairman make quite a team, I see.
Boy, I'm starving. Wouldn't mind a drink either. With the weather getting warmer, it's just about time for peak beer season. Huh? What are you guys all gathered out here for?
Why are you here? It's a pleasure to see you too, Lady Sarah. I brought a bountiful supply of smoked oysters and sardines if you'd like a snack to accompany your beer. Would you like them alongside your dinner?
Damn it. Yes.
I'm surprised she can just walk around in public like this. You know, considering her affiliation.
I'm guessing there's some sort of agreement in place between Rhineford and the government to leave her alone. Though, even if there weren't, I can't imagine anything would be able to stop Sharon from doing what she wants. Whew, I think I might have eaten too much. It's been so long since we last had Sharon's cooking. She hasn't lost her touch. None of it feels heavy on my stomach at all. Well, that's all my work done for the day. Maybe I should go see how everyone else is doing.
It's just like CS1. Alright guys, well that's all I have for this one here. Brunson there 3 out. Thanks for watching. And peace with you, gentlemen. You all have a damn good one. Thanks for watching. So I looked it up. Yeah, I guess we got a couple more things to do now. It's some shit, man. Yeah, it's definitely a lot of shit. I think it might take like 6 more episodes or 9 more episodes for me to complete this. Just from looking at what I have to do. But yeah, you all have a damn good one and bye bye. Yeah, I'll be on